To get you the details of the police in Karnataka, which has launched a manhunt for the suspected bomber who placed the bomb in the Rameshwaram Cafe. This was a low-intensity IED blast that happened yesterday afternoon. 9 people who have sustained injuries, and now the entire state machinery has been involved in arresting the bomber, who has been identified in the CCTV footage that has been captured from inside the cafe. Police have also picked up one person who could be the possible associate of the bomber. Now the police are said to be questioning him at an undisclosed location. The case that has been registered at the HAL police station under UAPN Explosive Substances Act, indicating the seriousness of this incident. The NI officials that have also visited the blast site, and the case may be transferred to the central agency. However, as of now, the case is being probed by the Karnataka State Police. After the blast in Bengaluru, as a precautionary measure, however, vehicles that are also being checked across the city. Let's get you a breakdown also of the details that are now coming in. The image of the Bengaluru blast suspect for the first time that has been accessed on Times Now. To your left, the blast accused there, who could be seen wearing a cap. He's wearing a mask to possibly hide his identity, and on his right shoulder, he's seen carrying a bag. The very same man on the right is the clip where it can be seen on the road. He's not on the pavement, he is walking on the road. The similar clothes, the cap and the face mask, they are possibly in a way to conceal his identity, and the same bag to the right of his shoulder. This very same bag, according to reports, that he left behind in the cafe, and minutes later, it triggered a low-intensity IED blast. After a few minutes, the explosion that happened, injuring 9 people, including the cafe customers and also the cafe staff. Meanwhile, details of the FIR that are also now coming in. Let's break that down for our viewers. Of the FIR that has now been accessed by Times Now. As far as the entire case is concerned, the details of the FIR that we are breaking here, the FIR copy that has been accessed by Times Now, we'll get one of our reporters also to help us understand as far as what is being mentioned in this FIR. But for now, it goes on to say at the ITPL main road, the Rameshwaram Cafe in Kundalahalli, where this cafe is located, and where this blast that is now taken place. The details also now coming across. We have in the meantime in Bengaluru, as far as the city police, which is now registered this FIR. All right, let me go across to Deepak now. Deepak, for a better understanding as far as the FIR details that are also concerned, it's in Kannada, if you can help us translate.
Right, Amita, we have accessed the FIR, and the FIR mentions a complainant named Rajesh KV, who is the supervisor of Rameshwaram Cafe, and along with that, the names of victims have also been mentioned, Farooq Hussain and more. Farooq Hussain is one of the employees at the Rameshwaram Hotel. And let me take our viewers to the operative part, because that's where the details have been mentioned about the blast. Now, this is the complaint's testimony where he has said, and let me translate it for our viewers. He says that at around KV Rajesh, who is the complainant, he manages the hotel between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. At the hotel, and here what it mentions is that at about 11:30 a person came. He placed an order for an idli, and then he went to the washroom and to wash his hands, and after he washed his hands, he kept a bag over there, and as soon as he left the wash basin at about half an hour or 1 hour from that time, that is when the explosion took place. And once the explosion took place, many people named Rajesh, Baswaraju, Amit, Naveen, Baswana, Hariharan, Shiv, everybody, some of them are hotel staff and some of them are customers. They all arrived at the spot, and when they saw, there were splinters of the explosion. There were pieces of glass, and also tiles were broken. The entire Rameshwaram Cafe, that particular part where the explosion took place, was completely blown into smithereens. Here, this is what the complainant has said, that this seems to be a pre-planned attack, and the intention was to cause casualties in a highly trafficked area, and they chose Rameshwaram because each and every day Rameshwaram has a lot of footfall where thousands of customers flock the restaurants and outlets across Bengaluru, and observing this particular rush or footfall, that is how the pre-planned attack has taken place. This is what the supervisor has alleged in the FIR.
All right, thank you for that update, Deepak. We also have Pinky. Pinky bhi hamare saath jud रही है और दीपक भी हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं। दीपक वहीं पे खड़े हुए हैं जहां पर ये सीसीटीवी में जो सस्पेक्ट है वो सड़क पर जो चलता हुआ नजर आ रहा है, जो आप फुटेजेस अपने स्क्रीन पर देख पा रहे हैं। दीपक फिलहाल वहीं पर मौजूद है, लेकिन पिंकी के पास जाते हैं सबसे पहले। पिंकी, जो FIR के डिटेल्स हमारे पास आई है, बताया जा रहा है कि UAPA के तहत ये FIR फिलहाल पुलिस की तरफ से दर्ज की गई है।
देखिए, बिल्कुल FIR की कॉपी जो इस वक्त टाइम्स नाउ के पास है, वो उसमें सीधे ये बताया जा रहा है कि एक्सप्लोजिव सब्सटेंसेस एक्ट और साथ ही UAPA के धारा के तहत जो मामला एक अननोन पर्सन के खिलाफ दर्ज किया गया है। और इसमें जो कैफे के जो सुपरवाइजर है KV राजेश, वो कंप्लेनेंट है जिन्होंने इस पूरे वाकया को बयान किया है इस पर्टिकुलर FIR में कि कैफे जो है वो सुबह 6 बजे से रात को 1 बजे तक खुला रहता है और करीब 12 से 1 के बीच में जो है ये पर्सन जो है इस कैफे में पहुंचता है। एक बैग को यहाँ पर रखा जाता है और जिस तरह से ये एक्सप्लोजन होता है उसके बाद जिस तरह के अफरा तफरी का माहौल रहता है, लोगों में जो एक पैनिक का डर का माहौल जो है वो बन जाता है। और आपको उसी स्पॉट की तस्वीरें इस वक्त हम दिखा रहे हैं। रामेश्वरम कैफे के बाहर इस वक्त टाइम्स नाउ की टीम मौजूद है और अगर अंदर आप देखेंगे, मैं अपने कैमरा पर्सन को कहूंगी कि जूम करके आपको दिखाए रूफटॉप किस तरह से डैमेज हुआ है। जब यहाँ पे बम ब्लास्ट हुआ था, जब ये लो इंटेंसिटी का ब्लास्ट हुआ था, उस दौरान यहाँ पर इतनी ज्यादा अफरा तफरी होती है कि जो लोग खाना खाने के लिए बैठे हुए थे वो अपने खाने तक को छोड़ के भागने में मजबूर हो गए, क्योंकि इतना ज्यादा यहाँ पर डर का माहौल जो है वो बन चुका था। कल हमने देखा था बॉम्ब स्क्वाड, डॉग स्क्वाड, NIA की लोकल टीम, एंटी टेररिस्ट टीम, पुलिस की टीम्स कल भी यहाँ पर मौजूद थी। गृह मंत्री और डिप्टी CM ने भी यहाँ पर जायजा लिया कि आखिर क्या कुछ हुआ था। सीधे तौर पर पूरा इन्वेस्टिगेशन जो है वो इस वक्त की जा रही है, लेकिन FIR कॉपी में इस वक्त एक अननोन पर्सन के खिलाफ ये मामला जो है वो दर्ज जरूर किया गया है। सुबह टाइम्स नाउ के हाथ में वो CCTV फुटेज भी लगा था जिसमें ये संदिग्ध जो है
और हम CCTV फुटेज के साथ ही दीपक के पास भी चलते हैं फिलहाल, क्योंकि दीपक भी हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं। दीपक, I believe you are exactly at the same area where the suspect yesterday could be seen walking on the road. The set timeline there on your screens as we are breaking down exactly what had happened, exactly at what time, and when the blast happened, when the bomber left. All of this timeline will now be explained by Deepak. Yes, Deepak, over to you.
Well, it's clear now from even the FIR that the individual has reached this particular cafe at about 11:30. He's exited at about 11:50. Now, more importantly, we should note here that while, he left. Now, this is the Rameshwaram Cafe. It's about maybe, a few meters from where I'm standing. He passes from the Rameshwaram Cafe after he places a small bag. Now, he was carrying a black bag. Inside it, we believe there was another small bag. And this is, if you look very closely at the CCTV pictures, which I'm sure we've put for our viewers on air, this is the CCTV camera that has captured it. You can see it is a commercial establishment here on the roadside, and there is a CCTV on both ends. So the cops, of course, are using multiple CCTVs, not just from the traffic cameras that they have installed or security cameras that they have installed. They are also here putting up CCTVs, which of course are there in various commercial establishments in the area as well. So this is a very important development, and more importantly, of course, tracing how he actually managed to come in, because we have been told that he came in public transport and he exited walking, and then somebody in a bike has picked him up. And we are learning from our sources that they are very close to getting hold of this individual. The teams that have been formed from the city police at this point in time, about 8 of them are working through the night to right now get hold of more information about this accused, his whereabouts, and finally make an arrest as well.
All right, please do continue.